Hello, welcome to Blockchain. Oh no, I hate it when your coffee filter doesn't work. When there's little coffee grounds in your coffee. It's unfortunate. It's not a great way to start the morning. Still tastes fine. Welcome to the Blockchain Brunch. I have all of the incorrect media up. What is my life? Okay. So, hey everybody, welcome. I'm back-ish. Let me try to find the Blockchain Brunch page because I started late, as you can tell, and we had to repost. So, give me a second. If you are in this stream, let's see if this is working. Please work. Please work. No. Okay, it's fine. None of you are here, so it doesn't matter. It's fine. It's fine. I'm going to get the correct link over to you guys. Hold on. Oh my gosh. I don't even know where we're live. I don't even know. I don't even know what's going on. Hold on. Let's see if I can quickly fix this. So great to be live while doing this. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to get this done. Anyway, we're live on YouTube. We're live on Twitter. I'm gonna tell Danielle I'm live somewhere on LinkedIn. Can you find it? Okay. All right. Hello. Wait, there's a couple of you here. Hello. Sorry, this is just where my life is at. Leave a comment so I know who's here. Anyway, Blockchain Brunch. We are, unfortunately, Trevor's not joining us today. So it's just going to be me, but I promise you're in good hands. Loveliest. Hello, good morning. Tim Lord. Good morning. Hello. Thank you guys for being here. So YouTube, we're doing good on YouTube. That's helpful. That's good to know. So Trevor's not joining us. You're going to be okay. I promise you're in good hands. But today we are going to do more resume audits. We are going to do, I haven't found it on LinkedIn, but YouTube. We're going to do more resume audits. We're just going to help. So whatever you need help with, let your girl know. I'm here to support. Let's drop the YouTube link. Let's drop the YouTube link on LinkedIn on the post. We got this. I promise. We got this. Oh, perfect. Adam, LinkedIn. So Adam is on LinkedIn with us. Fabulous. Adam, where on LinkedIn do you see this stream? If you could let me know, that would be incredibly helpful. But hello, Adam from the UK, looking for a blockchain role. I would love to help you find a blockchain role. Just need a little bit more detail about who you are and maybe what you do. Maybe it's a good idea, for us to go over open jobs right now, because I've got a couple. So I have a founding engineer in San Francisco. That's an on-site role. In Stamford, Connecticut, I have a platform associate. In San Francisco, I have a senior software engineer. Why is everybody in San Francisco? In New York, I have a lead software engineer. In California, remote, but in California, I've got a VP of marketing. We have another founding engineer also in San Francisco. And then a senior quant trader and a venture analyst in Stamford, Connecticut. So the best part of the holidays is it's the holidays, right? But the worst part is everybody's out on vacation. No hiring teams are at the same place. like one person is in like Puerto Rico, the other person is at the office, and then they go to their mom's in Wisconsin, and then the person that was in Puerto Rico returns, right? So nobody is around at the same time to complete these interviews. So they're pushing them off till January. I do have clients that are trying to get people in seats. I'm sorry, through the interview process by December, so that way they can start in January. But most of my clients are kind of just pushing it off. So that's why we have so few jobs open right now. But Adam, I'd love to hear more about you. And guys, if you would like your resume to be audited, give me a shout. Send me a Telegram message. Do I have the little banner situation? I think I deleted it. It's fine. It's fine. Oh god. Okay. Oh, banners. Sure. All right. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Technology. Technologia. All right, beautiful. Don't forget to say hello in the comments so I know who's here. I'm so glad we've got a couple people in the room. Yeah, she grubs from TikTok. We love our TikTok. We love our TikTok. What's your Telegram? It is always be branding at the crypto recruiter. I just put it as a little banner at the bottom of the stream. Send me your resume on Telegram. If you are not on Telegram, get your butt on Telegram. It is like the crypto everything. Everybody's on Telegram. And Signal, I like Signal a lot better than Telegram, but you gotta do what you gotta do. All right. Just a reminder, I'm here for one more week, and then December 15th to January 2nd, I'm gone. I'm gone. You will not hear from me. I am uninstalling the app. I'm deleting my email. I will not be online. I'm getting married. So yeah, I gotta be focused. Let me open Telegram. That might be helpful to receive said resumes. Okay, nothing yet. But yeah, guys, if you want help with your resume, send it on over. I would love to see it. Help you kind of tear it apart, find the right profile and like what it needs to be. Oh. Hold on, someone's texting me. Did you guys like my phone? It's yellow. Okay. It's my Benny's delivery. Which I don't drink, which is hilarious, but it's fine. Whoops. Okay. I feel like we should have more to talk about. I'm sorry, it's been a rough week. At the Crypto Recruiter on Telegram for resumes. But why don't we talk about just best practices real quick? Best practices on a resume, and this may seem silly, but it's important. You want to name your resume. Danielle, it's the little ticker at the bottom at the Crypto Recruiter. Can you see that, or can you not see that? Is that not showing? No, it's showing. Yeah. Okay, so save your resume as your first name and your last name. Danielle, no S. First name, last name, and then resume, right? Now, the reason that this is important is when you submit your resume, or like when you send it on an email, and then they search your name in the email, your phone number is going to come up. Sorry, I don't mean to be distracted. Not your phone number. Your resume is going to come up, right? So if they want to extend an offer and they want to reach out to Joe Schmo, they're probably going to call you, not email you. So they're going to look in their email for your phone number. And the easiest way to grab that, hey, Tim, thank you. I'll grab that in a second. The easiest way to grab that phone number, two ways. One, when they type your name in, your resume will pop up because your resume is the same as your name. But additionally, what additionally? At least I'm having fun with it. You know what I mean? Save your resume as your first and last name. That's what I was saying. Additionally, make sure you have an email signature in your emails. This may seem so silly, but like I can't tell you how many people just send their emails with their first name. Ladies and gentlemen, and everybody in between, we need first name, last name, and phone number. You don't necessarily need to repeat your email address, but you want to get your phone number in there. And then other pro tip. You know how when you get an interview, you get a calendar invite? You know what I mean? Like people, hey Torsten, good morning. Like you get a calendar invite scheduling the interview, unless it's like with one of these giant companies, then you usually get like a canned interview email, but you get a calendar invite. So I would reply to that calendar invite and be like, hey, I've been doing a lot of research about company X, Y, and Z. Really impressed with your most recent update of X, Y, and Z. Very excited to talk to you tomorrow. Here's an updated version of my resume. Nobody does this. I think it would really help you stand apart from the crowd. Tim, real quick, I need your permission to share your resume with the team. Yeah, with the team. Because I do have to screen share it. So I'm going to type to you, can I screen share this? Okay. Say yes one more time just to confirm. Sorry. Logistics. You gotta just. I know the stream is not working on LinkedIn, and here's why. You have to start. So the stream was scheduled for 10:30, and you have to start by 10:39 or 10:29 in order to like have the stream work. Someone needs to fix that. Some people are just going to be late. Yes, okay, beautiful. Some people are just going to be late, so I had to create a whole new stream, and I couldn't even find it. I don't even know where it is, but thank you for joining us on YouTube. All right, Mr. Timothy, you are up, my friend. Let us image share screen, application window, your entire screen, Opera tab. Okay, let's see here. My friends. Okay, there we go. Can you guys see that? I think that looks fine. All right, so Mr. Timothy, thank you so much for joining us today. I'm just doing a quick scan of your resume. The first challenge that we have is your resume is 3 pages. We got to get it down to 2 pages. I can't tell you how many hiring managers have come to me and said, Emily, number 1, I really only read the first page of a resume. Number 2, if they have more than 2 pages, it sends a signal that they can't summarize, right? And that's not true. We don't want to send that signal. Hey, guy, good morning. So let's bring this bad boy down to 2 pages. Now you're probably asking, well, Emily, I've got all this experience. How do I do that? I'm so glad you asked. So number 1, we've got a lot of white space up here. If you take this TA off and just move this bad boy up, get rid of some of the spacing. And the easiest way to do this is this space in between. Make this a font. I was going to point to it, but you can't see it. Make this space between summary. Can you even see my mouse? You cannot. Summary and accomplished. Make that space a font size 5. By making that a font size 5, you are still going to have a space, but it won't be as much. I love this Web3 pioneer, but oh, you can see the mouse. Oh, perfect. Oh, yes, you can. Oh, okay. I'm just a potato. So they're going to read the first sentence of your resume. They're going to skim the other sentence. They're going to skim and look for keywords here. Core competency is fine. You don't need leadership principles. That's just fluff. 0 to 1 mentality. I kind of like that, actually. But let's go back here. So, accomplished Web3 pioneer. As a recruiter that has 0 years of experience, not me, but here's an I'll get to it, but the interesting story. I was talking to a recruiter at Coinbase. I don't know if I've told you guys this before, but I was talking to a recruiter at Coinbase. And she said to me, she goes, Emily, what do you think about the stable coin Bitcoin? And I was like, I didn't even know what to say, but I was like, oh, I wasn't aware that Bitcoin was a stable coin. And she was like, yeah, it's the most popular one. And I was like, oh, thank you for educating me. So anyway, what I'm saying, that was kind of just a funny story, but what I'm saying is accomplished Web3 pioneer means nothing, right? You want to do, let's see here, what is your most recent senior product manager? I would just do senior Web3 product manager with X years of experience in crypto infrastructure, which you've got infrastructure capitalized here, custody wallets, APIs, and blockchain integrations. Heavy focus on building intuitive, scalable products and experience for mass adoption in the rapidly evolving blockchain and crypto industry. This is fine, highlighted achievements, but what I would do is I would bold things. So non-custodial, custodial, AI, MCP. Like I said, core competencies is fine. I don't necessarily know that it's like required. The skills I like though. Flip side, crypto. All right. 1, you do not need locations on your resume. It's just not something that's like required. Yeah, Bitcoin, stablecoin, cringe. I was like, and you work at Coinbase? Okay. Anyway, you don't need the location. You do need the title. You've got the dates. Perfect. Now, here's the thing that I would suggest. Right now, you have a lot of white space on the left. If you were just able to shift these bullet points underneath the dates, you would be saving a lot of room. I understand you think this may help your resume stand out, and you're not incorrect, but it's taken up too much room. And you're not really getting enough information out there. So basically, you want to really explain the value that you brought to the company. So led cross-functional teams to define product vision and strategy, right? How many teams were you hitting? Project goals, like timeline goals. What was the timeline? Conduct your market research through what? Design user experience by gaining feedback from customers and partners. Great. But it doesn't really, yeah. I mean, it's not bad. It's just, I think you could go into a little bit more detail. It's fine that you've ended this experience, but in the United States, and here, guys, I'm not a European recruiter. I am not a European expert. So, this is United States. It is very common for someone to leave present on a resume, even though they are not currently at that company. Don't sue me here. Why? Because it is always easier to find a job when you have a job. So I would not encourage you. It is an option for you to leave on as present, and then right before that interview, send that, hey, here's my updated resume. Ugh. No, it's fine. It's fine. Here's my updated resume with the end dates. Agoric, San Francisco. Let's debate. What I love here is senior technical product manager dash orchestration. I love a good dash in a title. Love a good dash in a title because you're not claiming that that was your full title, but you're expanding and educating that you were doing more than just your title, or you're clarifying it was this specific product. I think that's really important. And that also makes it really easy for recruiters and hiring managers to understand where you made an impact. Hold on 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's strategy and vision and execution for the orchestration roadmap, agile rituals and workflows, design cross-chain transactions, orchestration pipelines. Yeah, it's not bad. I would still move it to the left. You're going to be saving a lot of space. Dapper Labs, wallet infrastructure. This is really good. I mean, the resume is not a bad resume. I'm actually fairly impressed. But you do want to bold things. I think we talked a little bit about this earlier. Bold things throughout the resume. Global user base. 49% eliminating pain point. No, I'm sorry. Reduced infrastructure cost by 49%. Right? These are things you want to bold within your resume. I'm reading. Now, here's the thing. WBZ CBS Boston, digital media producer, are things that you did in 2010 relevant to 2025, right? That's like when we did the waterfall to agile transition for project management, right? There was just no reason to put waterfall on your resume. So that would be my suggestion is let's we don't necessarily need to take them off, but what you can do is you can put company title and then that's it. And you can have like additional experience right up here. You can still keep, one bullet point if you'd like. But most people are going to think, 2010 isn't really relevant to 2025. That is not me. I am not saying that. That is what hiring managers are saying. Okay. Education, beautiful. I love that you have a art degree. That's really cool. LinkedIn, Twitter, both clickable links. Fabulous. The only thing I would encourage you to do is bring those Twitter links to, or the Twitter links. Twitter, yes, but your LinkedIn and your Twitter link to the top. Other than that, Timothy, I think it's a pretty solid resume, my friend. Send me a connection request on LinkedIn if you have not already. All right. Is that helpful? Do you have any other questions before we move forward, Tim? DM me on Telegram if you have any other questions. And I thought Ethereum was a stable coin. Oh my, I know. It was a problem. It was a problem. It made me laugh. I tell that story all the time. All right, beautiful. Adam, are you looking for help with your resume or just want to talk about new jobs? Okay, Guy. Guy, you still in the room? Oh, okay. We got entrepreneur Joe. Joe, are you still here? We got so many Telegram messages. I just sent everybody in the room a message. not in the room, but that is message me on Telegram. I just need Entrepreneur Joe. Joe, do I have your permission to share your resume with the team here? It's actually really a team. All right, guy is saying I can share. Beautiful. Oh, funny. He took his information off. I like it. No, I don't want to. I mean, I do want to save it, but I don't need to save it right now. All right, zoom in here. Thank you, guy. Okay. Put a momento. Hold on. I don't want to close out. I love Opera Browser, but at the same time, it drives me a little nuts. Exit split screen. Okay. Beautiful. We did it. We did it. Hooray. All right. Hold on, guys. All right. Bum, bum, bum. All right, guy. So very funny. This made me laugh. Ecosystem and BD leader with experience in protocol partnerships, integration, and developer-facing go-to-market within the Bitcoin ecosystem. Literally perfect. Co-founder is a title, so let's capitalize it. And then we don't want to use the word I in a resume. I, me, my, we want to admit that. I see a little dasharoonie here, which is different than this dash. So this is sending me AI vibes. But overall, it's a good summary. Now, something I think is really good, and I forgot to tell our gentleman Tim, is you've got a sentence about what the company does. And I think that's really important because it educates the reader about the company, right? So my thought is if you want something, make it as easy as possible, make it as convenient as possible for them to give it to you. So if they've never heard of Bolt5, they're going to need to go to your LinkedIn, scroll down on your LinkedIn to click on Bolt5, go to the Bolt5 page, click on the About section, right? So you're eliminating all these extra steps for them to identify that you're the right fit for the role. Now, if you are listing this as present, this needs to be present tense. Looks good. Exploratory, Solana exploratory. I don't necessarily, I'm not clear on what the exploratory means, but that could just be me. But if I'm confused, and I've been doing this for 10 years, someone that's brand new who thinks Bitcoin is a stable coin is going to be confused. Sorry, just reading. Don't forget about a sentence about what the company does. I feel like you could go into a little more detail here. Now, remember, you can have a 2-page resume. I also don't mind that it's not that built out because it is from, such a long time ago. I think any Gen Z would look at 19 and just be like, oh my God. Education, MBA. Then we need to put after your name, comma, MBA. Skills. EU and LATAM work authorization. Beautiful. Yeah, so I don't think it's a bad resume. I think you have really put together, exactly what you did. I don't necessarily love the arrows. It's a unique way to use it. But I don't feel like it's the most professional way to use it. I also feel like the spacing on the left is off, like ecosystem, no, Volt5. No, I guess that's aligned. I don't know. Why does it look weird? But yeah, guy, I don't think it's a bad resume. I would just bold things. So I would do like Bitcoin L1, L2 focus with an understanding of Solana EVM architecture with a conceptual and user level understanding. Hope that was helpful. Guy, do you have any additional questions or anything else you want to go over before we move on? Feel free to leave a comment in the live stream. Okay. Guys, don't forget, if you're going to message me your resume, confirm, please, that I can screen share it. Hold on 1 second. It's 11:22. Ooh. Hold on 1 sec, guys. Sorry. Gotta let this person know I'm going to be late to our call. All right, sorry about that, guys. I know you're just sitting here watching me type. Okay, Guy, we went over yours. Entrepreneur Joe. Okay, so Mr. Joe, we'll go through yours. I'm sorry, guys. This is the last one I have time for. I know I started late. I apologize. That's on me. Yeah, sorry. I won't be late next time. Okay. Okay, LinkedIn. Okay. Let's go. Technology. All right, Mr. Joseph Miller. High ticket sales closer. I actually really like that. As someone that, has hired sales before, that really stands out. I feel like this is a little jumbled. Like Tampa's like a little bit on the left. It's kind of like the redheaded stepchild over there. Spacing is a little off. Spacing is definitely a little bit off. So I love meeting new people, making friends, and helping people achieve their goals. Hire me. I love what you're going for here. I just don't feel it's appropriate for a resume. I think something that you're gonna run into is, you were here for 8 months, you were here for just under a year, you were here for a couple months, and then you were here for 7 months. So I think people are going to look at your unprofessionalism. It's not a bad thing. I'm not trying to like poop on you. It's just they're going to look at this resume and be like, it's a little unhinged. And if anybody gets unhinged, have you been on my stream? Like, I love the energy, but I don't think it's the right vibe for a resume. I think rather than talking about resulted in high conversion rates, like, let's talk about those actual conversion rates. I think we could, beef this up a little bit more, right? You've been working Bitcoin Depot. Yeah, I know Bitcoin Depot. Oh, Akron. Hello, fellow Ohioan. But you're in Tampa now. Yeah, so I would really build out, like, you're a sales guy, right? And your job is to make the company money. So when people are going to hire you, they're going to be evaluating, is Joseph going to make us money? So we need to let them know, hey, yes, I can, and here's how I do it, and here's what I've done previously. You don't need a picture of yourself on your resume. That is a great way to experience discrimination. And also, like, people are so judgy that they could look at your resume and be like, I'm crabby. I don't like his black shirt. Swear on my life. I've worked next to recruiters that have done this before, where they're like, actually, I had a client that I fired, and I've told this story a couple times. I had a client not hire a woman, not because she was a woman, but because she had crazy eyes in her picture. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say about that. Crazy eyes in her photo. And I was like, I didn't even know what to say. I did not know what to say. But Joseph, I love the energy that's in this resume. I think we need to format it a little bit better. So the easiest way to do this, copy this bad boy, put it in ChatGPT, and say, can you format this for me in plain text? Put it into a Word document, and then play with the spacing there. Hey, Jerry. Hello. All right. It's kind of what I got for you guys today. I have a call coming up that I really need to go to. Does anybody have any quick questions in the chat that I can help with? If not, totally fine. I will be here next Wednesday, but then I won't be here for the following like 3 or 4 Wednesdays. So take advantage while you can. Oh, you're welcome, Joe. You are absolutely welcome. I hope everybody's staying warm this winter. I'm in Chicago. We got 12 inches of snow. Winter was like, hello, I'm here. Okay. All right, Joe, you're very welcome. No issues. I'm going to give it one more minute if anybody has questions. So we talked about putting your name on your resume, sending a thank you note before the interview. Let's talk about thank you notes after the interview really quickly. So when you have an interview with someone, you don't just want to send the, oh, thank you for meeting with me. I look forward to next steps. What does that do? Nothing. It just makes you a cog in a wheel. It's the same thing that everybody's sending. No, and we are not the average Joe. So what you want to do is you want to really think about something that you built rapport over in the interview, right? Dogs. Let's say you hear a dog barking in their background and you're like, oh my God, what kind of dog do you have? And they say a Cocker Spaniel, and you had a Cocker Spaniel as a kid. So it should be, hey, thank you so much for your time. Great to meet another Cocker Spaniel lover, right? Something as small as that could really set you apart, right? It's not necessarily like you're not really sending a thank you note, thanking them for their time, right? They should be thanking you for their time because they're so busy doing their job and someone else's job, and they need you, but you send a thank you note to be memorable. They're going to meet 20 to 30 people. Names, they all blend together. If you don't stand out, you are not going to get that job. Someone that's more memorable and leaves a lasting impression is going to get that job because they're going to feel that way about their team, about their customers, right? If they leave a lasting impression in the interview, they're going to leave a lasting impression with the team, with customers, etc. So that would be my advice for you about thank you notes after the interview. All right? All right. Thank you so much for joining me today. It was great to see all of you. I will see you next week. Don't forget, we have the help with your job search link at the top of my profile on LinkedIn. So don't forget to book a session if you need help. It's a group meeting, but you're welcome to join. We've got 7 people signed up for Friday. And we've got, we've got 4 people signed up for next Wednesday. I don't know why there's not one this Wednesday, but that's fine. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, and thanks for hanging out with me.